Today we see stories of Hari Kanoba, Soma Deva Swami, and Nana Sahib Chandorkar. Preliminary. The Vedas and the Puranas cannot sufficiently praise, describe Brahma or Sadguru. Then how can we, who are ignorant, describe our Sadguru Sri Sai Baba? We think that it is better for us to keep quiet in this matter. In reality, praising the Sadguru, but the qualities of Sai Baba make us forget our vow of silence and inspire us to open our mouth. Good dishes taste flat if there be no company or friends or relations to partake of the dishes with us. But when they join us, the dishes acquire additional flavor. The same is the case with the Sai Leelamrit, the nectar in the form of Sai Leelas. This nectar we cannot partake alone. Friends and brothers have to join us, the more the better. It is Sai Baba himself that inspires these stories and get them written as he desires. Our duty is to surrender completely to him and meditate on him. Practicing penance is better than pilgrimage, vow, sacrifice, and charity. Worshipping Hari the Lord is better than penance, and meditation on this Sadguru is the best of all. We have therefore to chant Sai's name by mouth, think over his sayings in our mind, meditate on his form, feel real love for him in our heart, and do all our actions for his sake. There is no better means than this for snapping the bondage of samsar. If we can do our duty on our part, as stated above, Sai is bound to help and liberate us. Now we revert to the stories of this chapter. Chapter 1, Story 1, Hari Kanoba. A gentleman of Bombay named Hari Kanoba heard from his friends and relations many Leelas of Baba. He did not believe in them as he was doubting Thomas. He wanted to test Baba himself. So he came to Shirdi with some Bombay friends. He wore a lace bordered turban on his head and a new pair of sandals on his feet. Seeing Baba from a distance, he thought of going to him and prostrating himself before him. He did not know what to do with the new sandals. He still, going to some corner outside in the open courtyard, he placed them there and went in the masjid and took Baba's darshan. He made a reverential bow to Baba, took Udi and Prasad from Baba and returned. When he reached the corner, he found his sandals had disappeared. He searched for them in vain and returned to his lodging very much dejected. He bathed, offered worship and nevedya, and sat for meals, but all the while he was thinking about nothing but his sandals. After finishing his meals, he came out and washed his hands, and when he saw a Maratha boy coming towards him, he had his hand in a stake, on top of which it was suspended a pair of new sandals. He said to the men who had come out to wash their hands that Baba had sent him with a stick in his hand, asked him to go on the streets crying, Hari ka beta, Jari ka peta, and told him that if anybody claims these sandals, first assure yourself that his name is Hari and he is the son of Ka, that is Kanoba, and that he wears a lace bordered turban, and give it to them. Hearing this, Hari Kanova was pleasantly surprised. He went ahead to the boy and claimed the sandals as his own. He said to the boy that his name was Hari and he was the son of Kanoba, and showed him his lace bordered turban. Boy was satisfied and returned the sandals to him. Hari Kanoba wondered in his mind, saying that his lace bordered turban was visible to all and Baba might have seen it, but how could he know his name Hari and that he was son of Kanoba? As this was his first trip to Shirdi, he came there with the sole object of testing Baba, with no other motive. He came to know by this incident that Baba was a great Satpurush. He got what he wanted and returned home well pleased. Let us come to Somadeva Swami story. Now hear the story of another man who came to try Baba. Bhaiji, brother of Kaka Sahib Dikshit, was staying at Nagpur. When he had gone to the Himalayas in 1906 AD, he made an acquaintance with one of the Somadeva Swami of Haridwar at Uttar Kashi down the Gangotri valley. It's not Haridwar, it's Haridwar. Both took down each other's name in their dairies. 5 years afterwards, Somadeva Swami came to Nagpur and was Baiji's guest. He was pleased to hear that the Leelas of Baba, and a strong desire arose in his mind to go to Shirdi and see him. He got a letter of introduction to Baiji and left for Shirdi. After passing Manmad and Kopargaon, he took a tanga and drove to Shirdi. As he came near Shirdi, he saw two high flags floating over the masjid in Shirdi. Generally, we find different ways of behavior, different modes of living, and different outward paraphernalia with different saints. But these outward signs should never be our standards to judge the worth of the saints. But with the Somadeva Swami, it was different. As soon as he saw the flags flying, he thought, why should a saint take a liking for the flags? Does this denote sainthood? It implies a saint's hankering after fame. Thinking thus, he wished to cancel his trip to Shirdi and said to his fellow travelers that he should go back. They said to him, then why did you come so long? If your mind gets restless by sight of the flags, how much more agitated would you be seeing on Shirdi the ratha, the car, the planquin, the horse, and all other paraphernalia? Swami got more confounded and said, not a few such sadhus with horses, palanquins, and tom-toms have I seen, and it is better for me to return than see such sadhus. Saying this, he started to return. The fellow travelers pressed him not to go, but to proceed. They asked him to stop this crooked way of thinking and told him that that sadhu, that is Baba, did not care a bit of the flags and other paraphernalia, not for fame. It was for people, his devotees, that kept up all his paraphernalia out of love and devotion to him. Finally, he was persuaded to continue his journey to him. Finally, he was persuaded to continue journey, go to Shirdi and see Baba. When he went and saw Baba from a courtyard, he was melted inside. His eyes were full of tears, his throat was choked, and all his evil and crooked thoughts vanished. He remembered his guru saying that uh, that is our abode and place of rest where the mind is most pleased and charmed. He wished to roll himself in the dust of Baba's feet, and when he approached Baba, the latter got wild and cried loud, let all our humbug paraphernalia be with us. You back to your home, beware if you come back to this masjid. Why take the darshan of one who flies a flag over this masjid in the sign of sainthood? Remain here not a moment. The Swami was taken aback by surprise. He realized that Baba read his heart and spoke it out. How omniscient he was. He knew that he was least intelligent, that Baba was noble and pure. He saw Baba embracing somebody, touching someone with his hand, comforting others, staring kindly at some, laughing at others, giving Udi prasad to some, and thus pleasing and satisfying all. Why should he alone be dealt with so harshly? Thinking seriously, he came to realize that Baba's conduct responded exactly to his inner thought that he should be taking a lesson from this and improve. That the Baba's wrath and was blessing in disguise. It is needless to say that later on his faith in Baba was confirmed and he became a staunch devotee of Baba. Let us now see the Nana Sahib Chandorkar story. Hematpant concludes his chapter with the story of Nana Sahib Chandorkar. When Nana Sahib was sitting in masjid with Mahal Sapati and others, a Mohammedan gentleman from Bijapur came with his family to see Baba. Seeing Gosha, that is veiled ladies with him, Nana Sahib wanted to go away, but Baba prevented him from doing so. The ladies came and took darshan of Baba. When one of the ladies removed her veil in saluting Baba's feet and then resumed it again, Nana Sahib, who saw her face, was so much smitten by her rare beauty and that he wished to see her face again. Knowing Nana's restlessness in mind, Baba spoke to him after the lady had left the place as follows. Nana, why are you getting agitated in vain? Let the senses do their allotted work. Do duty. We should not meddle with their work. God has created this beautiful world and it is our duty to appreciate this beauty. The mind will get steady and calm slowly and gradually. When the front door was open, why go by the back one? When the heart is pure, there is no difficulty whatsoever. Then why should one be afraid of anyone if there will be no evil thought in us? The eyes may do their work. Why should you feel shy or tottering? Shama was there and he could not follow the meaning of what Baba said. So he asked Nana about this on their way back home. Nana told him about his restlessness at the sight of the beautiful young lady, how Baba knew it and advised him about. Nana explained Baba's meaning as follows: that our mind is fickle by nature. It should not be allowed to get wild. The senses make it restless. The body, however, should be held in check and not allowed to be impatient. Senses run after objects, but we should not follow them and crave for their objects. By slow and gradual practice, restlessness can be conquered. We should not be swayed by the senses, but they cannot be completely controlled. We should curb them rightly and properly according to the need of the occasion. Beauty is the subject of sight. We should fearlessly look at the beauty of objects. There is no room for shyness or fear. Only we should never entertain evil thoughts. In thinking the mind desireless, observe God's work of beauty. In this way, the senses will be easily and naturally controlled, and even in enjoying objects, you will be reminded of God. And even in enjoying objects, you will be reminded of God. If the outer senses are not held in check, then will the mind be allowed to run after objects and be attached to them, our cycle of births and deaths will not come to an end. Objects of senses are things harmful. With viveka, that is discrimination, as our charioteer, we will control the mind and will not allow the senses to go to astray. With such a charioteery, we reach the Vishnu Pada, the final abode, our real home from which there is no return. Bow to Sri Sai, peace be to all. Meet you with the 50th chapter next week. Om Sri Sai Ram. Prayers for all, especially for all the souls who underwent the tragedy today with the Air India flight. Om Sri Sai Ram, let there be no big losses in the family. Please give them strength, give them enough supporting hands, enough resources to take care of the situation. Om Sri Sai Ram.